Hello viewers, welcome to Mumtaz Herbal Product Presents Voice of Excellence right here on CDFM 96. Our today's guest wears many hats. He is a seasoned business consultant, certified corporate trainer. He is also a serial entrepreneur who has founded organizations like Core Facilitation and Core Search. He has worked across the globe helping businesses and individuals unlock their full potential. So let's dive into his journey and the mindset behind his success. Viewers, let us welcome Mr. Kazi Naim. Hello Bhaiya, how are you?
I'm good, you?
I am also good, and thank you for having us in your beautifully decorated office.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Most welcome. So my first question for you. You have worn many hats. You are a certified corporate trainer. You are a business consultant. You are an entrepreneur, and also you are a mentor. So how has this diverse journey helped you shape up or grow your business?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank you for coming to take my interview. And from my perspective, the willpower is very important. So I strongly believe if you have the skill set and the willpower, you can proceed to any career. What for me, basically, I used to make friends when I was young. I used to make friends, and I used to travel a lot. So those small experience helped me to build like multiple businesses, because if you want to be successful in business, you have to handle the people or customer, whatever you say, or stakeholders, vendors. So what I did, I used to travel a lot when I was young. Even still, I travel all around the world, and I try to seek opportunities. I mean, like any types of collaborations or business opportunities. And when I studied in United States, I used to make friends. I have friends from like Middle East, Asia. Then I have friends from Europe, from every parts of the country. So when I came back in 2015, then I realized that I should use these networks. So this is one of the key strengths I have. And also when you like collaborate with other people, you will also learn the new techniques of doing business.
Exactly.
So that actually helped me a lot to build multiple businesses.
Core Facilitation has been running for over a decade now. So what was your initial vision when you started your journey with Core, or when you founded Core, since it's your business?
Okay, so there is an interesting story about this company. We were planning to start a social business or a non-profit business, but we felt like in Bangladesh this is also very difficult to establish a non-profit business. Then we established this business as a for-profit organization, and like right now we 30% of the profit we spend for the CSR activities, and we help youth, we help the underprivileged kids, we help the youth of this country, and also we give some of the free trainings to the aspiring entrepreneurs. Okay, so and if you want to ask about the mission and vision, you can like analyze the name, the Core Facilitation. Our initial drive was to facilitate people. So people in Bangladesh, we know we have lots of people, but if we can like cultivate and if we can develop their skills, so these people will be an asset. Okay, so right now we all know the remittances come from the blue collar economy. Okay, so in our Bangladesh there are lots of educated youth, and if we can develop their skills, and since we have the technological power, so we can bring more foreign currencies through the white collar. So that's the vision.
Core Search introduced the concept of job placement training in Bangladesh. What gaps in the education to career pipeline were you aiming to bridge?
Well, very interesting question, because we all know like our like educational institutes, the type of training modules they produce, that is kind of obsolete, or we can say the world is moving so fast. Okay, so if we don't like develop the like training modules according to industry need, then we can like produce the international standard of fresh graduates. So that's why we have introduced Core Search, because we like introduce the industry experts who are practitioners like 10 years 15 years of experience in the real Bangladeshi market. They are our trainers, and they train the fresh graduates according to industry needs, and they know so what type of technology and the culture is deployed in the corporate sector. Our ambition is we want to give them updated knowledge which like university can like produce all the time, because in university what happens is like academians they teach, but like there is no alternative than like practitioners, because they know the industry the loopholes. Okay, so our mission is to train the fresh graduates according to industry need, and so that we can place them very quickly. And this initiative or this venture, this actually helps Bangladeshi youth to reduce the unemployment rate.
I have a question. How important do you think is job placement training?
Basically, it depends on person to person, because if you are serious about your career, you will search in like every single option of learning. If you want to survive in this job market, you have to learn a lot. Like, because so what happened like 20 years back when we studied in the universities, we were preparing to compete with the humans, but today's generation, Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they will compete with the machines also.
You have worked in different sectors and in different countries. For example, you have worked in telco, airlines, and also in tech sector, and you have worked in Thailand, Portugal, United States, and now you're working in Bangladesh. So how do you adapt your consulting approach depending on such diverse countries or such diverse industries?
Yeah, basically so we have already discussed about the people. Okay, so whatever it takes is it's all about people. So what I do is basically I analyze people, and I try to focus on the consumer behavior. And also there are some like differences like geographical, demographical, and in some of the countries they have some cultural barriers also. So what I do, I analyze those barriers and I try to overcome them. And since I'm privileged that since I work for sales and marketing, so I know how to convince people, so that's a very helpful skill for me. Every single entrepreneur is a salesperson, that's what I believe. Okay, and the most importantly, if anyone want to be a successful entrepreneur, he has to have that winning attitude. So it doesn't matter your skin color or your looks or your education. If you have the right mindset, attitude, and the skill sets, you can win the world.
So it won't be wrong if I say that you understand human psychology very well, because for someone to adapt in such diverse industries and to deal with such different people, I must say like you must have a very good understanding of human psychology.
Yeah, like not only understanding, I write books on psychology.
Oh, okay.
So I have yeah, that's my personal interest, because I feel like even in executive coaching or corporate training, so 70 to 80% of the training materials are focused on the psychology, like more precisely the positive psychology. So if you are not positive, you can't even go out of your house, right? It doesn't matter how talented you are, if you are not a hustler, you can achieve anything.
As you just said, every entrepreneur is a salesman. So entrepreneurs these days are facing a lots of problems. Do you think your success coaching can help them overcome those challenges?
Well, success coaching is one element, but if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to have at least 30 to 40 different sets of skills. Okay, so like as I mentioned before, like if you want to establish yourself as an employee, you need maybe 5 to 10 different skills. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need more skills. And also to some extent, you have to beat your competitors also. Okay, so for the aspiring entrepreneurs, I feel like the first thing in Bangladesh, I'm just talking for the Bangladeshi entrepreneurs, they need to have the right mindset. Okay, but what I saw that like their business plan is like this. I will observe for next 1 or 2 years. If my business doesn't work, then I will go back to job. So we call this entrepreneurial suicide. Okay, so if you want to be an entrepreneur, your mindset has to be like this. Even the whole world goes against me, I want to be an entrepreneur. Okay, so this is the mindset. And about the coaching is an element that's out of maybe 30 or 40. This is one element. If you take the success coaching, you will make less mistake. But if you can run by your own, like there is a 50-50 chance. Either you might be successful or you might get the success, maybe that is 10 years after. Okay, after you start. So it's actually their like decision whether they will test and trial or they want to be successful from the first year.
You have worked in international organizations like AT&T and UNICEF. So what differences have you observed in the leaderships between corporate sector and development sector?
There's a huge difference. The difference between like $1 and $100. Okay.
Wow.
So basically, so we have to understand one term. One is for-profit organization and another is not for-profit organization. So definitely the attitude, the leadership, and the like business model and the organizational like behavior will be completely different. Okay. Yeah, I had the privilege to work with for-profit and like the non-profit organizations, but the main key difference I would like to like mention in one line, that is if you work for a fully for-profit organization, then you have to maintain high standards of work ethics. Say for example, you will hear about KPI, deadlines, and these are very brutal. And in United States, like there is a culture called the zero tolerance. If you like miss the deadlines, or if you fail to like submit the proposal, or if you fail to meet the standard of the organization, those organizations, the Fortune 500 organizations, have the zero tolerance, so you might lose your job. But if it's a non-profit organization, the scenario is completely different, because non-profit organizations, the financing comes from a donor organization, and in a non-profit organization you work for the humanitarian issues. Okay. So everything is considered under the humanitarian angle. So zero tolerance and others are ignored here, and you will work. I mean, if anyone wants to like avoid the harsh corporate culture, they should go for the
development. The non-profit organizations.
That's the cultural difference. That's it.
You have led corporate training in areas like sales excellence, strategic thinking, and psychological insights. Which one, in your opinion, is most crucial but is very underrated?
Okay, like in Bangladesh, training culture is not. I mean, very well established. I feel like the most important training in Bangladesh is emotional intelligence, because we have seen that like corporates don't know about these topics. This is one issue, and the second issue is since like we live in a country where there are lots of negative people, lots of depressed people, we see every single day, right? Even in our home, and if you go to a corporate place or any bank or FMCG, you will see lots of sad people. Okay, so corporate mindfulness or like emotional intelligence should be practiced every single day or through a training session, because what emotional intelligence teaches us is how you control your emotions. Say for example, you are a cabin crew, and today is the day when your partner give you a divorce letter, but still as a cabin crew you have to give the smile, proper smile. Okay, so that is called professionalism. So if you can control your emotion, you can produce that smile, and which is part of your job responsibilities. So whatever happens in your life, when you are performer, you have to perform.
True. Okay. There's no excuses. I mean, you can't back down.
Yeah.
Since my questions are almost running out, we have reached near the end of our interview session. So I have one final question for you. What advice would you like to give to the freshly graduate students or the aspiring entrepreneurs? And where do you see yourself and your business concerns in the next 5 or 10 years?
Okay. So basically, the way I think, whether you want to establish your own business or you want to establish yourself in a corporate environment, you need a skill. That's the one word. Okay, so there is no alternative about this. And the second thing is since the technological world is moving so fast, so it's very important to know what's going like around the world. Okay, in terms of technology, geopolitics, and all other the disasters. Even like I would like to add one simple thing. Like recently, I have searched in ChatGPT that in 2025 there were 56 volcano eruptions all around the world. So how many information do you know? Okay, so even if I want to establish a business to a different country, I want to set up my office in a different country, I have to do this research. So there is no alternative of doing this research. Since we have the technology, we can do this research. That's the blessing. This is one part. And your last part of the question is about the future forecasting about my organization. When we started, our one of the vision was to expand the business around the world. So we have already expanded 5 different countries, and by next 5 years we want to expand more. So that's the only vision right now.
Naim bhai, thanks for the wonderful piece of advice, and I wish you and your businesses all the best for the upcoming years. I wish they grow and prosper very much. This is a small gift for you from
Thank
our
you. Thanks
sponsor,
a lot.
Mumtaz Herbal Products.
Thank you.
Viewers, that was a very inspiring session with Mr. Kazi Naim. If you found value in today's talk and liked our episode, please don't forget to like, comment and share it with someone who needs this. So, this is Adnan Wahid signing off for today. Until next week, stay tuned and stay inspired.